Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, civilians of all ages, what's poppin'? On the main establishment, Townzie, bringing y'all a little discussion about My Hero Academia and what's gonna happen after everything goes down here, after the war. As we already know, My Hero Academia is already seeming to near the climax of this arc, and I kind of think it's a great time to discuss what happens after this arc. As we already know, it's gonna be pivotal to the entire landscape of My Hero Academia. Because whether heroes win or lose, things are gonna change. Considering our top 10 heroes are already in shambles. Taking account of things that have already happened. We had to evacuate an entire hospital, an entire city. PLF Hado was destroyed. Giganto Maki is barreling through cities, plural, trying to get to all the middle of the action. Half of a second city was disintegrated, and we got a handful of maimed and dead heroes. I start off by saying, I don't think the heroes are gonna win. I don't think they're coming out in this situation on top at all. All of everything that's going on right now was done under the PLF's nose, so don't forget, this was a surprise attack. So all the chaos that's happened after has just been in their retaliation to what the heroes already started, on this day at least. As we've seen, the villains ain't even really begun to formulate an actual plan, countermeasures, none of that. And they still hanging in there. They still running them hands. They still going crazy. That's really kind of mainly due to how much the information the heroes didn't have, because of Shigaraki's upgraded quirk, the fact he got to offer one, the fact that PLF got 100,000 people scattered across Japan, which Hawks may or may not have known that exactly, but you know what I'm saying, either way, there's no way they've known the extent to what it was. I mean, there was a bunch of people that was in that basement, you know what I'm saying, under their hideout or whatever, there was a bunch of people down there. That's not 100,000 people. That right there wasn't 100,000 people. So it's they had half the information. Sure, Hawks did a good job giving them information, but they had about half that what they needed. So with all the information they don't have, how do you see them winning? How do you see them winning at all? As a matter of fact, the only thing we've seen people like Giganto Maki do is body people and win. That's it. Shiggy been fighting and damn near winning against Eraserhead, Endeavor, Ryuku, Gran Torino, Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, all by himself, and quirkless for the majority of the times. And I can't express enough, he's by himself, solo dolo, on his grown man shit. And on the way over to him is Giganto Swolia with the League on his back. The League, for the most part, who, in my opinion, still fresh. And Giganto Maki being Giganto Maki. So, no part of me sees the heroes coming out on top of this situation. Our front line is already beaten and battered, and a lot of the villains, as far as we know, are still fresh. We talked about it in the podcast a few times, but Horikoshi did a really good job setting up the future of My Hero because of the directions it can go, or damn near infinite from here. Whether the heroes win or lose, let's humor the thought that the heroes might win for a little bit. The top 10 heroes already in shambles. The whole point of being a hero is to not kill, you don't kill the villain, so Shigaraki would more than likely be alive. The situation is now started to not only just put a mass amount of heroes, but child heroes in danger. And the already wavering hope and connection between Japan and its heroes is only going to be split further than it already is. That's not even counting the fact that the invasion was from the hero's side in the first place. And the casualties are starting to soar, and this was the hero's invasion. You know what I'm saying? How are the people gonna feel about that? How are the parents of them kids gonna feel about that? How they had to evacuate an entire hospital, and before they finished evacuating, shit started popping off. So it's think about the issues they'll have after the war, even if they win. The fact that Shigaraki most likely won't be dead, PLF still got 100,000 troops scattered around Japan, the own citizens waver in hope. The Hero Society will not have it easy after this arc, but that's if they do end up winning, which, like I said in the beginning, I don't think is happening at all. Should they actually lose this situation, I think we all know that's gonna be a lot worse. So we know winning the situation for the heroes basically means detain all the villains who are part of the chaos, get them all in jail, get them all to Tartarus, blase, all of that. But what does to lose mean? Either A, they all die, and we know people will die.
People will die.
Or B, some of them retreat, leaving either people to die or the villains to do as they please. And you know what I'm saying, some of them miraculously somehow get to safety. I don't think I need to explain what happens if all the heroes do end up dying. But if they end up having to retreat, the villains basically got all the time in the world to do whatever it is they want to do. Especially since they've already won the public battle. And they more than likely just end up taking over Japan. We do know that Shigaraki want to destroy things, but we also know that Reed Deathstroke's here and he want to build shit up. And so do the rest of the PLF, you know what I'm saying? Shigaraki already said he gonna let his friends do what they want to do. It's looking like Reed Deathstroke might end up being one of them friends now, you know what I'm saying? And if all that end up happening and they do end up taking over Japan, All For One been hinting at that he's not gonna stay locked up in Tartarus forever. They can just walk over and break him out. They just break everybody out, you know what I'm saying? Including somebody's fan favorite. Possible prison break will be an entire video I like to do, you know what I'm saying, soon, so I'll leave that at that. But I think that would be the straw that breaks the camel's back and would destroy the entire Hero Society as a whole, for, you know what I'm saying, for a while at least, until Deku comes back. You know what I'm saying? You know, in the end, everything go back to normal if quirks are still there in the first place. But that straw that breaks the camel's back isn't even necessarily needing to happen immediately. And remember what I was saying would more than likely happen if we win. Regular society probably still wouldn't be on our side after this. So imagine how bad it would be if we end up losing. That shit would multiply like tenfold. That's not even accounting for the fact that Shigaraki just wants to destroy everything and that they want to rebuild society in the first place. In a world like that, how do you even have the academia portion in My Hero Academia? How do you even justify having one? How would you even have one in the first place if the villains are the majority and are the oppressors? The answer to that, in my opinion, would actually be vigilantism. If you ever been a fan of like Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, you know for the most part Eggman is already taking over the world, and it's up to the Freedom Fighters, aka Sonic and his ragtag group of homeboys, to save the planet and dethrone the evil oppressor, you know what I'm saying? I think in this case, that of course be King Shiggy, baby! And our Freedom Fighters will be the leftovers and what remains of the Hero Society, Deku, and all of them. So, overall, win or lose, I do think the result of this war is going to create an entire tonal shift in My Hero Academia, possibly going away with the academia portion of the manga. Especially since tonal shifts and things like that is starting to become more common, and not just like manga, but like media in general. We got anime like One Piece, the regular cartoons, like Steven Universe, Adventure Time. I was under the impression that like, it was only a matter of time that it was going to happen eventually, that tonal shift, but the Hero Society collapsing under its own weight and cracked foundation got me thinking a little bit different. This art got me thinking it's a little closer than before. And with that, that's pretty much it for this theory, discussion, whatever the hell you want to call it. So leave your comments below what you think is going to happen after this arc. And if you want to talk about it a little bit more, or just vibe out with the city and the family, pull your ass up to the Discord or the Twitch stream where I stream every Tuesday, Saturday, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, there might be some chill streams in between. Nonetheless, like I always say, leave a like, comment, subscribe, come to the Twitch stream, come to the Discord, and y'all have a good ass night.